Welcome to Stock Markets with KR. Stock Markets with KR में आपका स्वागत है and I'm hoping that the audio quality is a little better this time. I'm using a normal headset instead of just using the laptop, so शायद थोड़ा सा improvement होगा. I'm hoping so anyway. But we are back, Bank Nifty, Nifty, and top stock analysis in under 9 minutes. Let's say let's aim for under 9 minutes. And by the way, I hope that you've watched my video with Anush that we published over the week. Monday को actually हम लोग ने video डाला था, and I hope you've actually checked that out. If you haven't, I'll show you real quick. Okay, that is the wrong video that I just opened, but you get the point, right? You go to my channel. Firstly, make sure that you're subscribed. You go to my channel, and this is what you'll see is the stock market with strength, and in that you'll find trade setups and broad market, analysis and all sorts of great things. So एनीवे बैक टू द इंडियन मार्केट्स बैंक निफ्टी हम लोग आर्ली चार्ट पे देख सकते हैं आर्ली चार्ट पे फर्स्ट थिंग्स फर्स्ट वी कैन सी इट्स अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग रिकवरी सो फ्रॉम द लोज इफ वी एक्चुअली डू द हाइज देन हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि 620 पॉइंट्स का एक्चुअली मूवमेंट आया था बैंक निफ्टी में इंट्राडे विच इज अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग नंबर स्पेशली बिकॉज एटीआर और सब थोड़ा श्रिंक हो गया है बैंक निफ्टी में 620 पॉइंट्स का मूवमेंट जनरली नहीं मिल रहा है आजकल फ्रॉम व्हाट आई कुड सी so 620 point movements high to low obviously उतना capture नहीं कर सकता कोई but still 620 points is a very healthy amount. Now see the thing which is kind of concerning is कि बैंक निफ्टी is testing the lower end of this channel. So बैंक निफ्टी हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि ये जो चैनल है now it is approaching the lower end. So this sort of time correction almost has kind of happened. इधर ऐसे ये जो सपोर्ट है अप्रोक्सीमेटली फिर ये 34,644 का जो सपोर्ट है उसके आसपास ही है बट इफ इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम देन ये जो चैनल है उससे टूट जाएगा तो आई थिंक जो अच्छी स्ट्रॉन्ग बुलिशनेस में जो है वो आई थिंक दैट माइट नॉट हैपन इफ इट इज नॉट एबल टू गो हायर ऑब्वियसली आज का जो लोअर लेवल्स रिजेक्ट किया वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग चीज है आफ्टर लिटिल कंसोलिडेशन एंड नाउ वी कैन सी जो रेजिस्टेंस लेवल्स है वो 35,000 और ये सब है सो by the way all these levels are always mentioned in the description so you can always check that out along with other resources tons of other resources and support at 870 so let's see how it actually happens आज का अगर 5 minute chart देख लेंगे very quickly so what we can see here okay I always say that I like to do an intraday fib so I like to do an intraday fib what we can see here is कि 61.8% level अच्छे से hold किया था and normally many traders what they would do is that they would actually go short at this point they would go short at this point and they'd actually wait because typically क्या होता है एक बड़े strong red day के बाद we see trend continuation happening reversing from either 50 or 61.8 but that did not happen ये एक sharp candle क्यों आया because once I think ये levels breach कर दिया then maybe थोड़ा short covering भी आया होगा ये candle के आसपास and after that we saw a steady rise with the close above the opening high or at the opening high I think which is a positive strong bullish sign and that is what we are seeing with bank nifty fatafat we can actually do the daily chart also which shows us a good hammer pattern which is honestly quite bullish rsi is still under 60 but that's fine now starting things off with HDFC Bank, which is the top weighted stock of Bank Nifty, of course. I hope we all know that by this point. Even if we don't, it's fine. Now, what we can see here, still at that level, ये जो 1460 के आसपास का जो level है, उसके आसपास ही है, अब तक HDFC Bank. So, अभी तक I think अब भी थोड़ा potential हो सकता है if it's able to trade above 1490, 1500. I think it has a good potential. Right now, though, it has shown some weakness, but it is right at support. So let's see how that goes. Now, next stock that I'd like to talk about is Kotak Bank. कोटक बैंक में हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि ये जो क्लस्टर लेवल है उसके अंदर ही है अभी अगेन आई पर्सनली फेल्ट कि अच्छा बुलिश सेटअप था कोटक बैंक का ओवरनाइट इनफैक्ट इफ वी सी द मूविंग एवरेजेस ये यहाँ पे एक्चुअली एक मूविंग एवरेज है मैं ड्रॉइंग्स हटा के दिखाता हूँ दिस इज द 50 मूविंग एवरेज सो इट इज राइट एट 50 मूविंग एवरेज सो कोटक बैंक ऑनेस्टली आई थिंक काफी अच्छा सेटअप जैसा दिखा रहा है and 23.6 I think it has to hold. If it does not hold it then obviously अच्छी चीज नहीं है but let's see what happens. Banks in general possibly losing momentum, which is also something that Anush and I discussed in my video over the weekend. So here ICICI Bank 633 का जो level हम लोग ने mention किया था करते आ रहे हैं to be very frank last पूरा week we spoke about this level that has been held again I think this is a very strong bullish sign in my view for ICICI Bank hammer pattern just like Bank Nifty RSI is below 60 but ठीक not a problem it's still at 51 means bullish bias is still there which is a good sign नेक्स्ट बैंक दैट वी गोना टॉक अबाउट इज एसबीआई एंड एसबीआई हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि ये जो 420 का जो सपोर्ट है 420 420 का जो सपोर्ट है दैट इज स्टिल हेल्ड व्हिच इज अ गुड साइन आरएसआई अबव 60 वेरी अनयूजुअल बैंक्स वी आर सीइंग आरएसआई बिलो 60 एसबीआई अबव 60 है अच्छा स्ट्रॉन्ग बुल ट्रेंड में है एसबीआई व्हिच इज अ ग्रेट साइन सो SBI looks pretty interesting. After this, Axis Bank, we'll just look at it. एंड उसके बाद हम लोग निफ्टी पे जाते हैं एक्सिस बैंक हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि ये एक्चुअली टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट ये जो ड्राइंग्स है वो इंट्राडे के लिए बेटर थे मैंने इंट्राडे के लिए बनाए थे सो दे आरंट ऑफ मच यूज राइट नाउ बट एक्सिस बैंक वी कैन सी फ्रॉम हियर to here. So in the past 15 days, it has moved in a 4.6% का range, which is very narrow, obviously. So I think Axis Bank कुछ अच्छा move दिखा सकता है, has the potential to do that anyway. Moving to Nifty. Now Nifty ka firstly daily candle looks very good and we can see that support was found at this 786 extension itself. In fact जो line का जो low था आज का low था वो था 606 and extension is at 593. So we can understand कि काफी precise था in that way. We can see here this is the extension and these are the levels. We can see कि highs के आसपास ही close हुआ है. So yesterday, rather on Friday, it closed around its high, like highest close for Nifty, and it has managed to close just above that. So clearly, it's bullish. 15,800 के ऊपर है, which means, interestingly, if we do the same high to low thing for Nifty, then we find कि 215 point का move था, which is again very strong. So 215 points, even if you were able to get 50% of that, that's 100 points multiplied by lot size of 75, which means 7,500 per lot. Or if you opt for the newer options, then 50 का lot size हो रहा है. So that. And इसके ऊपर सी the thing is इसके ऊपर एक जो अभी resistance बन सकता है for Nifty is obviously this one, right? 835 ka, which is the current all-time high. But the problem with that is that um, these highs, we can't really predict a top very easily, except if we do the extension, which is at 986. So that is what I'm seeing with Nifty. Intraday moves were similar if we just look at it very quickly. कि इधर से थोड़ा एक्चुअली निफ्टी काफी गिर गया था वी कैन सी कि रिकवरी के बाद 61.8 के ऊपर से रिकवरी किया था बट उसके बाद इट अगेन सीइंग समथिंग सिमिलर थोड़ा रेंज बाउंड मूव हुआ और उसके बाद एक्चुअली रियल ऊपर गया possibly short covering या किसी का and that is what we are seeing with Nifty. Now moving to Reliance. Now Reliance में हम लोग क्या देख रहे हैं by the way if you're liking it so far then make sure that you like share subscribe comment do whatever you can trust me it helps out a lot. रिलायंस में हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि 2192 का जो एक्सटेंशन है वो ही सपोर्ट मिला था उसका आज का लो था 2195 3 पॉइंट डेविएशन व्हिच इज गुड दिस इज द हाईएस्ट क्लोज फॉर रिलायंस since October 2021 का highest close है Reliance का which is a great sign in my view and all looks good I think intermittently मतलब at least फिलहाल के लिए तो it has been able to close above this double top resistance I think next stop could be 2260 2280 so let's see how that happens Reliance के बाद आता है HDFC actually Infosys आता है but we'll just do HDFC because मैंने अभी ले लिया HDFC ले लिया मतलब सिलेक्ट कर लिया HDFC 2500 होल्ड किया आई थिंक अनलेस इट इज एबल टू डू एनीथिंग बिलो दिस और अबव दिस आई थिंक देयर इज not much that we have to talk about. Last stock for today, Infosys. Infosys high बनाया typical characteristic है यार Infosys का it'll make a high और नीचे आ जाएगा. So I think Infosys all-time high resistance फिलहाल है, but again I think it can do well tomorrow also. There's no saying that it can't. So that is how the markets look like as of now. If you like this, make sure you like it, share it, comment, subscribe, do whatever you can. It's free and it helps me out a bunch. Like it might be free to do, but it's priceless for me. Okay, so please do that. That's it for this one. See you in the next. Happy trading.